Hey, it's Alyssa, back with another Animal Crossing Speedpaint video. This is the second out of 3 Speedpaint videos I'll be uploading this weekend of spooky Halloweenish characters. Today's video is a little bit more spooky than yesterday's, with a more appropriate for Halloween ghost character that we all know and love, Wisp himself. So let's get started. So in yesterday's video, I didn't talk very much about my process, but if you guys are curious, for the very beginning of this, it's just a clip from Procreate of the initial sketch. I use the 6B pencil brush, which is a default Procreate brush, and I go into Adobe Animate and create these flat vector shapes using the outline pen tool here, fill them in, take away the outlines, and then I add shading and highlights to that flat color form back in Procreate using the Bonobo chalk brush for the shading and the 6B pencil brush. I'll put a card up to a real-time drawing video I have if you guys are interested in this process, but I thought I'd mention that since I do occasionally get comments asking like, hey, what did you do to make this speed paint? So that's the brief summary of what I'm doing here in the video. But I also wanted to talk about Wisp and how I think he's underutilized in New Horizons and how I think things could be improved with his whole thing, you know? First of all, he shows up so much earlier than he ever used to, which I think is a negative, and they were probably trying to make this more accessible to younger players. So in past games, he would show up at like midnight to 4 a.m. randomly, and now it's like 8 p.m. And I get that maybe they're trying to, encourage kids to not stay up till the wee hours of the morning, but I think that made Wisp a little more special, that he was, rarely encountered unless you were a night owl or you were a time traveler. So to take that one thing away from the late night experience of Animal Crossing is kind of a bummer. And I do wish there was more night exclusive things to do in the game, especially because a not insignificant chunk of the player base is older and able to stay up late at night and do these kinds of things. And I don't really like time traveling, and I don't think a majority of people who casually play Animal Crossing want to go out of their way to time travel and then set the time back to the normal time and stuff like that. So I think it would be awesome if there was another character, and I may do like fake concept art, well, real concept art for a fake character. I talked with a friend of mine about the idea of what if there was a bat character that only came out at night and you could like give them fruit, like a fruit bat, and they would give you like a rare item or something like that. I'd have to flesh the idea out more, but it would be cool if you could rotate night characters, like Wisp could show up some nights and then a whole different character could show up other nights. Also, the items that Wisp gives out, not the best. And I have this little debate with my boyfriend of the two like item fetch NPCs who come to the island. He prefers Gulliver, I prefer Wisp, only because I think using the net on your island is way more fun than digging up stuff on the beach. Like, digging as a mechanic isn't as fun as using the net. However, the items that Gulliver gives is generally a lot higher quality than what Wisp gives. He just gives you a bunch of garbage. The only advantage to Wisp is that he can help you fill out your catalog if you're slowly trying to get all the items in the game like I am. So I don't mind if he gives me like a basketball hoop because it's something that wasn't in my catalog. But it would be cool if he had ghostly exclusive Wisp items and things like that that would make it more exciting to do his little task. So Wisp needs better items, and he also needs a nighttime friend, especially one that shows up in the wee hours of the morning to kind of give incentive to night owl players. I just think it would be great if there was more for us night owls to do in New Horizons, especially once the shops close. There's kind of nothing to do except fill the drop box with stuff that you don't want to save till tomorrow morning to sell. It's just kind of a dull, lifeless island at night, and that's kind of a shame. I wish there was more activity, more variety of things to do late at night, and maybe that's not in keeping with Nintendo trying to be aware of children's sleep patterns or things like that. But it would be neat, wouldn't it? Like, even if it's only during one part of the year, say the whole month of October, since it's spooky season, we get like Wisp and maybe another second, like Wisp's cousin or something, showing up like at 1, 2 a.m. and they give out exclusive items for the month of October. Stuff like that, throw us night owls a bone, But I mean, between the two item fetch people. I guess Gullivar is another item fetch, but I think Gullivar is the easiest because you just dive in the ocean and it's almost immediately the first thing you see is his little communicator. Gulliver, like digging up the 5 communicator parts, I hate doing it. I hate looking for the little squirty thing, the clam squirt thing where your communicator parts are. It doesn't even make sense. Like, why would the communicator parts be shooting water out of the sand? They should sparkle or do something, right? It doesn't even make sense, and it's so annoying. But the only reason I put up with Gulliver is I love the big items like the Tower of Pisa and the pyramids and Stonehenge and stuff like that. That's the only reason I deal with Gulliver anymore. But mark my words, if I ever get one of every Gulliver item, I'm never talking to that guy again. So I'll get the golden shovel and I'll do his little tasks to get his rare items, but then I'm done with him. But Wisp, I enjoy doing the Wisp quest even if the prize stinks, because I like using the net. I like how peaceful the island looks at night. I like how his little spirits look floating around the island. Like, they're fun to find. Like, it's a fun activity to do. I just wish the prizes were better. But I don't think I'll ever stop doing Wisp's thing when I find him, just because I find it an enjoyable nighttime activity. And we could use more of those in New Horizons. So let me know what you guys think. Do you prefer Gulliver to Wisp or vice versa? Do you like the speed paint? Who should I speed paint after Halloween's over? I have one more for you guys tomorrow. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I will see you all then. Peace.